Hello, current clients. This is a special little mini broadcast for our current clients. I'm hoping that you received our email that went out about a week ago discussing our thoughts on COVID-19, how we're dealing with it, and certainly our forecasts. But today is just a quick informal session to discuss the rental market. There's a couple of things I want to talk about in the rental market. Number one is if your property is just about to go for lease, what to expect and some of the things that we can do to help you at the moment. Number two, if you've got a property that's being leased, what you might be able to expect if you haven't already had a phone call asking for the rental to be put on hold for a little while. So let's start with number one on the rental market, which is what are we doing to help get the properties out there onto the market? Well, interestingly, properties are still renting. They're taking about double the time. So our average was about 2 weeks, and that's stretched out to 4 to 5 weeks at the moment. The issue is really getting the people to inquire and getting a time for them to see properties. But everything is leasing. There is no doubt that they're leasing for a smaller value. So if you expected to get 400, you're probably going to get 370, for example. But what I want you to consider is that the net result is actually better because of interest rates. So for example, many of our clients are paying about, for an average property, $15,000 in interest payments each year. That would usually be at least 20, and they're getting about 18,000 back. That's the reduced amount in rental income. So they're still net actually better off. So just remember that. Remember that what we use the rentals for, what we're using the income for, is just to pay for that property while it increases in value. And that phenomena hasn't stopped. We still know population's increasing, family income growth is increasing, inflation's increasing ever so slightly. So we are really confident that the 10-year plan hasn't changed, okay? So you'll probably have your property on the market for longer. You will have to reduce your rental at least for 6 months, and then things will return to normal as the market starts to recover. One of the things that you can do is what I call zhuzhing up the property a little bit. You might want to add some additional flowers to the front. You might want to do something like, when you take the photos, we've added some pretty plants and things like that to the bathroom area, and really tried to highlight some of the special things about particular properties. We highly recommend that you add more photos, that you engage us to come and help you, add little things that might make a difference. So we're constantly in contact with Little Property, and we're approaching a couple of properties this week to just do them up a bit and see if we can get a bit more interest. Now, you can always call us, email us if you want to have a discussion with me via Zoom. We're doing lots of Zoom meetings at the moment. If you want to talk about anything, any problems, etc., I'm obviously here to help. So the other quick thing that I want to talk about is a special offer that we've got at the moment. I'm going to do a separate release on this, but we're offering all of our clients the opportunity to be involved in a Zoom Pilates session. We've got a fantastic instructor who does about 30 minutes. It's actually pretty tough, really good for stretching and keeping everything in place, but also gives you a little bit of a sweat, so it keeps you fit. We want to do that a couple of times a week with our members, and we'd love you to be involved. What we want to know is whether you're interested and what sort of time would suit you. So we'll be in touch, but please just proactively come and speak to us about your interest in that or anything else you want to talk about. So thanks for listening. We will be sending a few more of these little broadcasts during this period, and of course we're always here to help. Just stay safe. I hope you're all really well.